Dude, we might be starting on record time. Oh, baby.
Dude, yeah, we're only like 30 minutes behind today.
20 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, we are 26 hours behind.
To be fair.
Me.
I just woke up from a nap.
Hello.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to Shrimp Hours. Number 79.
Wow.
The 1 day late edition. I guess
there's playoff football happening, and I'm not missing that.
yeah, and of course you tell us
Y'all
the
are gonna
date.
do it without me.
This is the second week in a row that Slap has postponed the podcast for football, and
I'll
all the
fucking
games have been
do it
terrible.
again. I'll
They're
do it again.
terrible.
It's literally day of. He's just like, yeah, I'm watching football instead. And it almost died, but it's dead anyway.
Pussies, it's just one day.
I guess I uploaded last week's episode on like Friday, so no better. But hi, I'm Drive Through. Caleb's here, Ben's here, Slap's here, Rusty's here. Cody's still in the middle of nowhere. I guess we'll hear his stories in 2 weeks because he's gonna sleep through next week's podcast. I guess, do we want to talk about football to open it up since you guys have been going nuts
The bets?
now that it's playoff season?
The bracket challenge or actual football?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, the bracket challenge is the only thing that I'm interested in because I like really don't care about football, but we have a shrimp playoff bracket thing going on, and even though I don't care about football, I will be overly competitive for our stupid little bracket challenge. And I'm just gonna say I nailed the
I was out the very first game. It was Jover.
I'm 6 for 6, baby.
Yeah,
I'm going all
DT is
the way.
undefeated.
Is CMR still perfect?
He's still
Yeah.
perfect, but
He has an
copied my
asterisk on
homework.
his
I did it
bracket.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, CMR and I both have 6 out of 6. Jacob's got 5. Cody, Slap, and Caleb have 4. Ed and Blake have 3. Rusty and Trace have 2, and Ben has a solid 1 out of 6 so far.
Well, the
I
good
should
thing
add
is
a
that we decided that we're gonna re-roll for those that need a new bracket after week 1.
Yeah,
so,
double or
Oh,
nothing.
nothing.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I am going to be doubling or nothing to
I'm
re-roll
out.
that.
Yeah,
I
we're
had
gonna
only
give people an
watched,
option to throw
like-
more money in.
Yeah, I'd only watched like Vikings games all year. So when I watched the Texans play, I was like, oh my God, like take all my money. Like it's
What
What
over.
is this?
Watching playoff football, so like when you're a fan of a bad team, it's so weird watching playoff football because the good teams will like move the ball up the field like effortlessly, and like you're just watching the whole game and you're like begging to get like 20 yards, and then you'll watch like one playoff game and both sides are going like back and forth. Like the Lions-Rams game, they were fucking like chucking just like 60-yard deep bombs down the field. You're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening, dude?
I was like, oh, this is what a good team looks like.
What do
Oh,
mean
you
a
mean
good
they
team
score
throws two
almost every
sixes
drive?
in a
What?
row?
Dude, the Packers also look like unbelievable. Like,
Dude,
so I'm going all
Packers
in
have
on
turned it
Packers,
around
Texans.
so fast. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Packers were terrible like for the first half of the season, and then for some reason just turned it on, and now they're good.
Yeah,
So
which
we
is
are
great
1 week closer to the darkness retreat with Cody in Aaron Rodgers' exact
Please don't talk
room.
about that again.
Yeah, don't talk about the darkness. It's just not.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Thank you.
No, the people love the Darkness Retreat. I got tons of
One thing I
comments and
don't-
emails about
One thing
it.
I don't know about is like, are the Bucks good or are the Eagles just that bad?
The Eagles are just that bad.
The Eagles are
They're-
that bad.
They start out great, and then they ended at like 2-6, right, Caleb?
1-7 to end the season.
Oh
out.
my
Yeah, after going 10-1 to open in it. I guess I'll
I
pull
wanna
up
say that-
Slap's. Slap. Put this in for
Is
a
this-
drip
is
or
the
drown,
drip or
but
drown? Yeah.
Oh no.
it's just a absolutely destroyed. I don't know what this is. A
It's
Caprice.
a Caprice Classic, I think.
God, every body
His
panel's
missing a cap on the
destroyed.
left side. The fucking bumper's ripped off. The windows on the
But they got Eagles
driver's
flags.
side's fucked. I don't know how it's still rolling, dude. It's like, how
The
did he
missing
get it back
hubcap
to his
is the least of
apartment?
its problems. I would be worried
I mean,
that
I
thing
just saw
splits in
that. And I saw
half.
like he still bothered to have the Eagles flags on top of it. I was just cackling the entire time.
So the Eagles started off the year 10-1. They had one loss by 5 points in week 6. It was steamrolling the rest of the NFL. Beat the Commanders by a bit. Cowboys. They went on an insane run here. They beat the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Bills in a 3-week period. Week 13 lost 42-19 to the 49ers and won 1 game for the rest of the season after that.
Damn.
Oh,
Did they have like some personnel losses, or did they just like implode?
No, they just imploded. It's all like coaching.
Well, they
like,
did put Matt Patricia as their
Well, yeah, so that's
defensive
what started it.
coordinator.
Was it started to get real toxic in the locker room, and it was like, all right, coaches are like fucking up, and then they made this switch. They changed their defensive coordinator out for Patricia, and then by that point, like it was just a cesspool in the locker room, and all the players were like, "Fuck you!" And
dudes clearing
over.
their social media of all like Eagle.
No,
like...
dude, I've been on this roller coaster before. Like I get it. With the exact same player, AJ Brown, when he was in his contract negotiations, just cleared everything Titans off the social feed, and it's like,
while
all right,
he's
whatever.
still on the team though. That's wild.
Well, he's not on the team. He got his fucking knee nuked because the coach played all the starters during like week 18. It was like a meaningless game, and he put the starters in, and he blew his knee up. So we'll see how that resolves itself in the offseason, but I'm assuming there will be a coaching change made. Man, fuck your timer.
Let's milk it. Let's milk it. Come on.
Hold on.
I put the timer on the screen. There's too much football.
Packers going all the way.
No. We got a shrimp bowl. Shut the fuck up about the Packers. We got the shrimp bowl this week. We got Lions, Buccaneers. We got everybody's team Lions except for Blake and Carlos. They're team Bucks, but everybody else is team Lions, and we're all gonna freak the fuck out for that. Chiefs, Bills. We got Texans, Ravens, and I don't remember the other game. Packers, 49ers, I think. So
I'd be happy for a Baker Super Bowl. So I'm like,
no,
I'm like 50-50 on both of those teams. I'd be happy either way.
We need it. The Detroit Super Bowl. That's the timeline we're living in right now.
No, Packers, Lions, NFC Championship game. It's gonna happen.
Dude,
Yep.
Yeah, you thought Eddie got lit for the wild card game. Imagine the conference championship.
Oh
Lions game.
man. Yeah,
Actively chasing folks out of there.
between him and Cody, there's going to be death after that game. Anyway, that's all the time we have for football.
Someone's leaving in a body bag.
Yeah, I do have one NASCAR topic to talk about this week, only because it literally just happened on Twitter today.
Oh yeah.
Where people were talking about the Clash and how they're going to bring the Mexico Series is going to do a race before the heat races for the Cup Clash, which all happens on Saturday, and then the Clash itself happens on Sunday. And today, someone asked about tickets for Saturday, and Bob was like, "Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let the public in on Saturday. NASCAR doesn't have plans to sell tickets to the heat races and the Mexico Series race."
Yeah, shout out to
Why
the
the
people that
fuck
bought
not?
Sunday tickets and thought that they were going to get more than what they actually purchased, or thought they're getting less than what they thought were.
I don't know if that's
stupid.
So you
Sure.
get a B main and A main. That's it.
You only get
Yep.
2 races and the Mexico Series.
So they are in the Los Angeles metro area. They have spent all the time to convert a football stadium into a racetrack, and they're going to hold 6 races on it on Saturday, and you're not allowed to see it. Apparently.
My favorite thing is
I'm hoping this is a mistake. Like, I'm hoping this is just a misunderstanding, but there's more and more journalists that are jumping on being like, "Hey, why are we doing this? Why aren't fans allowed in on Saturday?" Because that doesn't make any sense. If they're putting on a bunch of races on Saturday in LA, there's no way they wouldn't sell tickets for it. That seems kind of nuts.
the whole thing too, like for the Mexico series,
That's
was
not
it was
right.
supposed to get eyes. It was supposed to get eyes on it.
Yeah.
Like, in front of a large crowd, but
It'll be on FS1, which is kind of cool, but still.
like who's gonna see the NASCAR Mexico series on FS1 and be like, oh my god, the Mexico series? Let me turn this on. With like, as opposed to like being at the racetrack and being like, oh, there's a race. What the fuck is this? Oh, the Mexico series, cool. It's like,
Yeah, there's an opportunity to like win over like a few 10,000 new people, and they're just like, nope, we're not going to do that.
and then I saw I'm not gonna call him out by name, but I saw one journalist on here that was like, or the fans could look at the website and the tickets they bought and see that it says Sunday, February 4th.
You're gonna have to edit that one.
I'm gonna have to cut that. God damn it. That's the first Ben edit I think ever. Jesus Christ.
Turn of base to Ben.
Dude, I heard him like queue up the, and I was like, oh my god.
I'm leaving a note for myself. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
We will pull up
Jim Utter.
the Jim Utter tweet though. which is just a bizarre take for NASCAR fans
It's
getting
so
screwed
stupid.
out of an event. Like, it's not the fans' fault that they're not putting any racing on, any tickets on for Saturday anyway.
Yeah, we have these races going on, but we're not going to let you watch it in person, even though you took all the time and money to come out to LA and watch the race. Like, yeah, well, we got these other ones happening like the day before, but you can't watch those. You got to stay at your hotel and look at it on TV.
Jim's getting lit up in the replies.
Good.
Good.
I mean, I just, if it is true that NASCAR is not allowing you to go to the race, like they are just locking the doors, I think we need to remind NASCAR what fucking business they're in is charging people to watch races. You are no longer doing the one thing you are supposed to do. The one job you have is to rent out stadium space or racetracks, put on an event, and then charge tickets to go have the public come in and fucking watch it. And now you're not doing that anymore. I want to say something that I can't say.
You get 2 edits.
Don't worry, I already
No.
said it.
No.
But it just reeks of people in NASCAR leadership that are not race fans. They don't work on race cars. They're not race car drivers. They are just businessmen. And they're like, how can we, try to extract the most amount of money for like the least amount of input?
But I don't understand it. They're converting this entire facility. They're giving out friggin' hats and sunglasses on the streets of LA.
I guarantee you some accountant, some stat head or whatever came in there and said, well, we're probably only going to get like 10, 20,000 people to show up on Saturday. And then we got to pay security. You got to pay these guys and this and that. And so it's better to just have it exclusively on TV and we'll save $5 and a half-eaten Pop-Tart.
Even then, why can't you just have it all day Sunday anyways?
Stop making sense, Ben.
Yeah, this
They got mufflers on there. There's not any noise ordinance.
I can't believe it. Like I keep thinking it must be a mistake. There's no way that it's this bad. I'm like inclined to not go in on them because there's no way this is real. But also, if it is, Jesus Christ.
I would hope it would be like some sort of city ordinance or something like.
What?
But
We
what
only
ordinance?
You're only allowed to have people in attendance, but if I was NASCAR, you're only allowed to have people in attendance this one day.
It's a
But
stadium.
if I was NASCAR, it'd be like sitting here and like, hey, the city of LA said we could only do this. We're working within the parameters and all this. I could jump out in front of it, but right now it just looks like the business people are running this sport into the freaking ground.
If I were to guess, maybe their vision is if they're coming into the stadium, let's give them the NASCAR experience as fast as we can, as quick as we can, and get them out of here. So get them in there, one race, get them out, as opposed to all these like heats, LCQs, whatever else is going on. They can just simplify, go boom, boom, concert.
But like, I don't know. They don't have to be super serious about it. When you have the Mexico series there too, it's like, show up, watch as much racing as you want. There's gonna be cool stuff going on, and with the LCQs, at least they're rolling through a bunch of dudes like pretty quickly. I don't know.
Well, kind of maybe what I'm thinking of is like the late arriving crowd. If you just tell them, hey, main event starts at 7 p.m. I'm trying to think of like a casual entertainment goer. They just want that quick NASCAR experience. You tell them, hey, show up at 7. Here's the main event. We'll be done by 8.
We'll see. I think by the time this goes out, hopefully there will be some sort of clarification on this. So I don't want to spend too much time on it, especially because we can still talk about it in future episodes. We'll follow this as it develops, I think.
Like
the only other thing, yeah,
we still
we have
got
another
enough
episode
time
next
to
week.
rent the truck.
I think the only other thing going on Twitter this week is it's NASCAR Coke Series free agency period. And we literally don't know who 3 of the teams are, because a bunch of teams backed out last season, and some people are getting signed by actual teams already, and we still don't know who at the surface level as a team is actually competing. We do know that that Michael Conti's team will not be an official team. he tried to apply like Team Conti, which he's been running as like a setup thing for years and years and years and years. You know, legend of the series, a champion for so many years. He was at the top level of that series, like a real pioneer. And I guess eNASCAR said, nah, you're not a real team. And he went public about it on Twitter, which is kind of based. Nothing like too egregious, but he was just like, hey, we applied to be a team and they declined us. Which is kind of fair for him to go out there and be like, yeah, they kind of boned us for no reason. And if there aren't 3 mystery teams that pop out of the woodwork in the next week, I think we'll have some upset sim racing fans. But that's all I've got. And I just hope someone pays Cozy a whole shit ton of money. That's all.
So what happens if 3 teams don't show up? Does like iRacing just like, all right, we're gonna make 3 teams, or like
no, they'll just run independent dudes. They did it a few years ago.
What do they do
didn't
for
have enough
money
teams.
at that point? Just hope they win.
No, they'll get paid probably the minimum by eNASCAR.
That's just so stupid to me. It's like a failure on behalf of iRacing, so we're gonna punish our drivers. Who it just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm sure they'll get T-shirts.
Well, they want like big organizations just for the name brand sponsor stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a failure on iRacing's part to not get them, right? Like,
it is kind of weird that like they'll accept Steve Letarte Esports, but not, you know, Michael Conti. I don't know. I feel like even Steve Letarte isn't that big of a name. Kind of weird to lock Mike Conti out of it.
Our product by associating with us.
Yeah, that's what they like. Even though the teams aren't the real teams, but whatever. That's all I've got for the Twitter /NASCAR / whatever the hell the opening segment even is.
Did have a submission, maybe not a full drip or drown, but I did want to like look through at some of these because there are some banger things that they just released as a part of some NASCAR merch for next year.
Oh, I didn't see this. Hold on.
It's so it's all like all the jackets they released, and they have some cool throwback ones I actually like a lot. Like, so we have our normal like
2024
The Pepsi.
Are these
Dude,
real?
yeah. I mean, I assume so. I didn't do much fact checking into it, but
This is like NASCAR official.
Design.com.
Definitely JH, but yeah, sure.
JH is legit. They make the best jackets.
Oh, okay. All right, it's real then. It just looks like a kid
All
logo.
right.
Like their design. I don't know how you have a design group of the logo looks like that, but anyway.
yeah, like there's some actual like sick jackets in it. Like those Bud jackets, I'm into. Like they're really cool.
Damn. Ooh.
Like the Folgers ones
The
too.
Folgers is really good.
These are
And then,
pretty
like,
sick.
The Blaney ones, they got the champion patch on them. I'm kind of tempted to
They got
buy
a
one.
Chuck E. Cheese jacket set.
But
Is
even, like,
Chuck E.
with the Suarez
Cheese on
one
the
next to it-
Hendrick
No,
cars?
they just have a deal.
Yeah, they just have a
Oh.
deal with them. Suarez is pretty
Oh,
good.
they got one based off his helmet too.
That's what I mean.
Dude,
like,
I need
there's some
them-
banger.
If they made shirts with this Suarez thing, it'd be all the Suarez shirts I think ever are garbage. I've always wanted one, but they always look like ass.
Yeah.
Why those jackets go hard though? I mean, even better than like all these other just random dudes. The Penske ones look mid. The RCR ones. They got Jeff Gordon with the old Pepsi logo.
The
I
old
love it.
Sprint logo.
Damn.
Yeah, they got the Sprint Cup.
Some of them have the
NASCAR
Nexo Cup
logo.
logo, I believe, on them too. I think. It might just be Sprint. I might be talking. out
That's
my ass.
interesting.
Yeah. No,
Huh.
they're really cool.
Do we have
Um,
Winston Cup on the old jackets?
No.
I doubt it. Especially after what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's on the museum's fault.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, the museum
they're-
cars did sell this week. Someone, I think it was NASCAR Man. Yeah, he had a thread of each of the cars. They actually had a good number of cars that sold at auction. But it's kind of cool because there's a lot of just like random show cars that like used to be really cool. But now it's just some like weird zombie show car thing that the museum bought up and now they're selling. It's weird. Anyway, Let's go to the planet. I just noticed the bass line in that song for the first time, I think. That's sick.
What? Really? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a banger.
I
It's hard to
tried.
miss after Ben takes you upstairs into his music dungeon and blasts it and wakes up all the neighbors.
Takes you behind the curtain.
I've been behind.
And
that
is that the misprint shirt?
Yes.
I can't see it on the camera though.
No, as the shrimp under here. That's
Yeah, you-
off center.
Yeah, there's like an off-center white print of ShrimpHub.cool on the white shirt. I don't know, they fucked it. Also buy our merch.
Don't.
Do we have any Animal Planet, or are we just washed as a podcasting group? Like, is this the end?
Dude, I haven't left my house in like 4 days because I'm snowed in. It's
That's
negative
true.
15,000 degrees outside. The
It
city's
is
shut down.
It's fucking
cold,
cold.
as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 19 degrees in South Carolina, dude. It's fucking cold down here.
Cold as balls.
I will say though, like working this Saturday after a sort of semi-holiday and MLK Day, because there's a lot of places around here like the offices are still open, they're still doing stuff, and so like I went to go like pick up a bunch of packages, do normal pickups, and everybody's just slammed full of shit.
Damn.
Like they have those little drop boxes you can just like drop a package off in.
Yeah.
The animals, they have that little flap down so you could like have something that could fly down there and then you move it up or whatever. So
Yeah, and it falls in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That was completely overloaded. There's just stuff like sticking out of it. People have put their boxes on top of the drop box just hoping it wouldn't get stolen. I was like, y'all got more confidence than me and like the other people around here.
It's like the equivalent of a venue trash can that hasn't been emptied in a while, where stuff just starts piling up, and then you
Yeah.
get like separate piles next to it.
And these animals shove so many boxes into here that the locking mechanism couldn't turn, so I couldn't like open it. I was like a minute away.
Oh, because it was hitting a thing when you're trying to open
Yeah, there's a box in the way, and I can't get the rocker out. And so like I had to like put my hand in the fucking flap, go all the way down, like
That's-
jostle some stuff, and try to see if I could get the lock to turn.
That's
And like
great.
after fiddling with it for a few minutes, I was able to get it to turn and get all the shit out. There's 48 packages in that one drop box.
Jesus Christ.
And,
That's shit to
And
send.
I got back to the building, the manager on duty. I was like, dude, I was about half a second away from calling you and be like, hey, this drop box is fucked. You need a mechanic to come out here with a crowbar and a strong back and get this fucker open. He was like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I was gonna tell you to 0-0 that shit. Bring your ass back to the building. Fuck that shit.
Love hearing about the inner workings of UPS.
That reminded me of a story where I think it would classify as Animal Planet, but this is from
Listen, we'll take
Years and
anything
years
at this
and-
point.
years and years and years and years ago. I can't remember if it was 8th or 9th grade, but I was a little kid. I was just a baby.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was maybe
You
2023.
little kid.
But no, so one of the things I did every day, you go through like the lunch line, you get like your little paper tray, and like they put your slop on the tray and you move along.
Your slop,
the
your
line,
gruel.
Yeah, at the end of the line,
Lisa, Massimo.
me and the lunch lady that like cashed me out were tight, and like you'd think I got like extra food or maybe like an extra milk carton or something like that, but no, I went after the little like plastic forks. I would get an extra one a day, and I would stash the extra fork every day, and I did this over the course of like the entire school year to the point where I had like it was like 3 pencil pouches full of just plastic forks. Okay.
Fuck.
Was it
Actually-
like an end objective? Like
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
about
forks?
I'm about to get there. I'm about to get
Okay.
there. Actually, I wish I had it on me. I wish I thought of this sooner because I have the pencil
The
pouch is like
forks?
in my closet. Yeah, it's in my closet somewhere. Because I found them when I moved. I was like, what the fuck? Why are these in here? But so yeah, I had like the 3 pouches, and it was the like last week of school. and we like were just walking out, and I was showing because I was like, dude, look how many like fucking plastic forks I have. Like I was showing them to my friends. But we had to wait in
As you
this
do.
line for our
Yes, you
teachers. Yeah. We
If
had to
there
wait
was
for our
ever any
teachers.
doubt about whether or not Caleb had autism, like that, they answered the question.
I wasn't gonna say it,
been
but
no.
I was
They've
thinking it.
been, They've been no. They know. It's all right.
I had
But,
my doubts, but thanks for clearing that up.
No, but one of my friends in the line, and keep in mind, I'm a very suggestible fucking like 12, 13-year-old right now. He was like, yo, we had like these book returns for the library. This is what reminded me of it, Slap, was you were saying
Oh,
it
the
was scam.
slot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh no.
we opened up the book return, and I dumped every plastic fork I'd accrued over the school year into the book return in the middle of the hallway. And I didn't really think anything of it. And like the next day, I got called to the principal's office, and I was like, "The fuck?" I was like,
How did they
"What
find
happened?"
it? Did your friend rat you?
Yeah, so I got to the principal's
Oh,
office, and
no.
they were like, I remember it like vividly, like my vice, because I wasn't like principal business, so I had the vice principal, and she was just like sitting there with her hands like together. It was like, do you
Oh.
have like anything that you like would like to tell us? Or I was like, no, like
Some real
I'm
cop
good.
shit.
Yeah. No, she was like, would you like to explain why like we found, and she just had like all the forks. It's like, "We're gonna explain why we found
Tons
these
of
in our book
forks.
return." I was like, I don't know. I have no clue. I played stupid with them, but apparently they have a camera down like the main fucking hallway, so they just reviewed the footage on my ass.
Damn.
Got me. I got caught in 4K, and yeah, I don't know to this day whether or not I got ratted on, or if they just like found it and was like, pull the tapes. But it happened, and yeah, they gave me all the forks back for some. I don't know why they just didn't just like fucking throw the forks away or something. but
gave them back
me
to
Gave you
you?
the forks back.
Yeah,
That's great.
So yep, I have them, and yeah, like I said, they're with me still somewhere. So
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I have those forks back?
As much as I laugh,
How did those get in there?
I can just imagine, like, the librarian calls like the vice principal calls the lunch lady, start running like serial numbers, and they start trying to figure out where they came
follow
from.
the plastic trail of the forks. I laugh at this, but I also have my own fork collection.
Oh my
Just
god!
What?
God.
From like
Is it real fork hours right now?
it is. From just like years of, especially during COVID, when you order food and they give you like, they just throw like 5 forks in the bag and like 600
yeah.
napkins. I could never bring myself, I guess, to just throw away like clean, unused plastic forks. So I just started putting them in a Ziploc bag, and it's actually based now. I know Ben doesn't
Don't
understand
have
because
any plastic forks anymore.
I forgot to bring it to CTMP, but yeah, you can't buy plastic forks in this country anymore. They have those
But
wooden
you can have
ones.
plastic lids all you want.
It's true.
What
Lids
about
are fine.
straws?
Makes sense.
Forks,
Makes
no
no
straws
sense.
either. Yeah, wooden forks, great for starting fires. Just it's weird. It's the texture. I don't know.
They're great. I love them. Like,
okay.
Of course
I
you
brought
love them,
them.
Ben. Yeah,
I brought
of
them
course.
over to my office.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
you
holy
brought the
shit,
extra
this is
wooden
great.
forks.
Yeah, it's like I
Really?
don't feel bad throwing this away. Like it's biodegradable. It's like, so I've been just buying wooden forks and all that shit on
Yeah.
Amazon because
We've converted Ben to the wooden fork
I
meta.
was about to say, just wait until
That's
they tell us that
crazy.
we can't eat like actual food anymore, and you have to rely on cricket paste, and Ben's gonna be like, "I love it. Goes down easy, perfect."
It's kind of based.
I love living in the pot. I love eating the bugs. I love the paper straws.
Listen, it's a better way to live than
You know what?
being
They
scared.
shut my car down today. I love it. I can't go outside now.
You will live in the 15-minute city. You will live in the pod, and you'll like it.
You know, I was watching Blade Runner 2049 earlier today, and it's like,
Ooh, I haven't seen
there
that
is a
since
second part of me where it's like that future is inevitable. But if I get my own little like joy device, whatever that thing is, the Joycast, like, you know, life might not be that bad.
The 2B sex robot.
Listen, there's something to be said about that blissful ignorance. All right.
Be living up in what was that place called in China or Hong Kong where I did a crazy ass moment in it about it.
Oh, the Kowloon Walled City. Yeah.
Yeah. Rusty, would you like to live in Kowloon Walled City? It is a walkable city.
Dude, you can get everything you need. In fact, you do get everything you need, and you don't leave.
Best food in all of Hong Kong's in there, man. Well, we won't tell you where it came from, but it's good. Might be bugs. Who knows?
I want to move the media check-in to after Animal Planet, which is now, by the way, just because I felt like it was just an immediate like momentum killer before Animal Planet when we've been doing it. But I do want to say that Slap discovered
oh no
WWE when they were watching football the other
This
night.
can be part of Animal Planet.
Listen, it was a setup. It was a setup.
What's her name again? Rhea?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the football game was just like over, I think, at that point. It was just like
It was
winding
It was
down.
halftime. It was halftime.
But it was pretty much Jover.
Yeah.
It did have a hold on us. Like the entire chat of like 10 dudes that were in there watching football. All of us forgot about football and we're just like hyper fixated on the fight.
Dude, this tweet has 700 likes now.
Oh
Of Slap talking about Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
55 bookmarks.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, we got the
Shut it
fucking
down.
the Slap
Dude.
bank.
Shout out to all the
girls
nerds.
didn't even fight. Rhea Ripley didn't even fight. She was just in there to give like a promo speech for WrestleMania or what the fuck ever.
And god damn it was a good speech.
And the two girls like stared each other down, and then they just went on their way. But like me and Gabe were like sitting there, just like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Then she like ends her monologue with, "And remember, mommy's always on top." And we're like, "Oh shit!"
Hold on. You said there was 7 out of 10 when she started talking.
No,
You
yeah,
didn't like her Aussie accent.
She was Australian. I just like, man, went from a 10 to a 7.
It's like, what?
It's the exact opposite. I don't know what kind of crazy you are. Were you thinking Australian accent is a turn off? That's questionable.
Can I
It's mostly just get the dudes to pop, just see what people would say.
unlike
Okay.
It's like British but worse, kind of. I don't know.
Wow.
Way worse.
Wow.
I just want to say one of the dudes that was in there watching with us was like, I don't know if I'm gay, but like I don't find her attractive at all. And we were all like, dude, you're gay. Like there's no way. Like, you have to be gay.
He did kind of turn around at the end,
muscle mommy, like-
supposedly.
No, he was peer pressure and turnaround. That wasn't a genuine turnaround. That was like, all right, they're all calling me gay. Like I'm done.
Also, I want to just shout out all the nerds in Slap's replies who are like, actually, it's spelled M-A-M-I.
Man,
Not
Oh my
mommy.
god.
Yeah, well, like somebody replied to that the first time. I was like, it's actually mammy. I was just like, isn't that like
Okay.
a word that you use for like isn't that it doesn't have that like racist
Well, it's still
connotations
pronounced-
from like back in the day?
I don't know about that, but
Hey,
sure.
In the antebellum South, there would be like an older black lady who would take care of like the plantation's kids, and that was the mammy.
What,
So
use
he's
that
like
word?
somebody-
Sure. Okay.
Isn't that
Somebody
why
said
Aunt
that, and I'm
Jemima was
like,
racist?
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is a spin on Eddie Guerrero from like the early 2000s when he had Poppy on the shirt, and that was one of his catch lines. So it's
I
now
was
that
about to say,
his
too,
son
like-
or Rey Mysterio's son is in like the narrative, they flipped it into mommy.
Right.
Okay,
And still pronounced mommy, even though it's spelled.
mammy.
I was about to say
mean-
that's Latin American, anyways. Or actually, no, that's just Latin. Is spelling it that way.
Sure.
That was
Uh,
Papa and Mama, but okay.
All right. Since this podcast is completely washed, we're going to read some emails.
Yeah, it is wash. It's Jover.
Send.
Just
Are we already on
hit the
fan
button.
mail?
hold
Oh my
on, I didn't even
God.
we didn't get to the media.
What?
I have
that was
signed
it.
up and registered for my first ever Fall Guys tournament, and it's going to be a complete slaughter. Like, there's all these kids signed up.
Are we doing?
Yes,
Are we doing
yes,
it for real?
we are locked in and signed up, dude. We are ready to go, dude. Like, it's going to be a slaughter, and all I have to do is win 3 games in an hour and a half. This is the easiest tournament of all
dude.
time.
So,
Yeah,
okay. by the time this is out, this will already be over. But literally today, I think Caleb saw this because the Titans, Tennessee Titans, tweeted out that they're doing a Fall Guys tournament. But because they don't have, I guess they don't know how the game works, they couldn't like host a thing and like get a bunch of dudes in there. Instead, it's like you do it yourself and you stream it on your own, and you submit like the 3 best finishes you get in the hour-and-a-half contest period, and you get 5 points for a win, 3 points if you get knocked out in the 4th round or whatever. It's clearly like they don't know Fall Guys, which is great because we know Fall Guys. And as soon as we saw this, it's like, dude, all you have to do is win 3 games in an hour-and-a-half, which for Rusty is like literally nothing. He beats up on these Fall Guys kids every night. And you get a signed Landry jersey and a gaming chair. And it's open to everyone in the US, which is kind of crazy. It's like it's a Tennessee Titans thing, but I guess
Everybody in the US, baby.
Fucking Minnesota.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, I'm going to have them donate to somebody else, but you might enjoy my birth date and city of origin. We'll let the viewers try to figure that one out, but
no.
we're all in.
Rusty.
We're all in.
Rusty.
If you didn't set
You
it,
did not.
oh, what?
Oh, I think it's funny. Well, so we'll discuss it later. But dude, we are gonna dominate tomorrow. Like this is gonna be an all-out slaughter. Like they're gonna be like, "Who is this guy?" And it's like I've got 1,000 hours into this game, and it's finally paying off. and we're dude. So the best part is you have to stream live. So they're gonna have to go back and watch my VOD. And dude, I'm gonna be so toxic. The second I hit go live, like, come on.
Well, don't set your birth date and like city to be a meme, because then it's not going to match up, and then
You're not going to win anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rusty's
they're not gonna give
birthday
you
is
your
April
prize.
20th, 1969.
Yeah. April.
Rusty, I'm just saying, if you don't do this legit, there's no point.
No, it's just for their
Hey,
goofy little website. But when they actually like contact me, I'm gonna ask for something else.
Okay.
Rusty's going to fuck it for himself. That's
Yeah,
what's gonna
Rusty's just gonna
happen.
get some shots in. We'll be good.
Dude, I'm gonna win every single game in that whole hour-and-a-half period. It's like they're not gonna give it to me.
The pressure's going to get to you, Rusty. The pressure's going to get to you, and you're going to choke.
We'll see. Tune in.
They give him
tomorrow
the
night.
Fall Mountain finale, and they're gonna be like, the Titans will be watching
Those
like, in the
Minnesota
chat live.
things choke.
Imagine the stakes with Fall Mountain, like to win the tournament. Like, dude, oh my god.
We're made for this.
Yeah, I got a place in right outside of Nashville. You can donate the Landry.
I
jersey
do
to.
have to preface this because I see this going south really fast. My controller is currently having issues, and I don't know if my new one will arrive.
Okay.
Excuses,
dead.
excuses.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
dead.
I have actually a new one in a box right here since I bought 2. Because I ordered one on
Rusty, can we do a
Christmas
controller
Day
review
and it
live?
showed up yesterday. So yeah, I got the Power A like cheapo Xbox replacement one, which I like because it doesn't light up the whole logo. It only has a tiny little light, but I still think it's too bright, so I put a sticker on it. And it's got like little under buttons to be a little nerd, and it's got a D-pad that isn't clicky. But it also has a micro USB, which was kind of disappointing. But more controllers need to do this. They have like a slot thing where like it goes in. I don't know how to show this. It goes in like a slot. So this thing actually holds the thing, and it doesn't bend your micro USB like every other controller does.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And it was like $30. Anyway, something to consider, Rusty. Because my regular Xbox one, I talked about this before, is just a turd piece of shit controller.
Dude, I got like
disaster.
This was from right as like what Fall Guys launched. I got this one, so we're gonna retire this thing on top. Like we're gonna.
I think we got the same one, Rusty.
You have no idea how hyped I am to win this tournament. Like it's not even gonna be close. It's not even gonna be close.
I'm so glad I brought this to your attention, Rusty.
Caleb, are you gonna run it too?
I don't think I'll be home in time because it starts at 8. But like, if Rusty can do it, like in that first like hour practice of core, if he just rips Fall Guys and then
Oh, it's
hops in,
true.
like,
It is
off
at the
good
same
vibes-
time as core.
Yeah, but Rusty don't need
It's more
practice.
important than core, to be fair. Yeah, Rusty didn't even run
Dude.
last week. All right,
I
let's
might
open
be
some
more excited to
emails.
go watch the.
We
I'm gonna
have
go watch
no
the
idea.
VOD.
Send
Like, dude,
in your fucking mail.
Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Send
Sorry, Caleb.
in your fucking
Fuck
mail.
me.
Send them in, guys.
Send 'em
in, guys.
Wash your fucking hands,
It's gonna be
slap.
like the players'
I don't give a
kids, and they're
fuck,
like,
man.
"I
You
got
better send
12
those emails
points,"
at
and
this
it's like,
point.
Welcome to
Just
fan
call
mail.
it.
Fan
Some
mail.
40-year-old
Fan mail.
man
Fan
with
mail.
3 crowns in a row.
I just
So-
enjoy like the Titans front office. Like they're like sitting in a corner. Like how do we engage with the fans? Like what's a game that nobody's gonna like really like try hard? And then someone's like, what about Fall Guys? Like that's kind of died out. Like we can get it going. Like nobody's really like into that game. And then they're gonna see Rusty log on with like 5,000 hours, and they're gonna be like, fuck. They're gonna be like, we found the Fall Guys try hard crew.
It is kind of bizarre that they were like, yeah, we'll just have them give their 3 best games within an hour and a half. There's no way they could win 3 games. And I think they said if there's multiple winners, then they'll play at the same time, and whoever does better wins.
dude.
Like they just, I don't know. It's interesting. So far there are officially 107 people signed up. I doubt like half of those people are going to show up because this thing's been open for like a month. And I doubt
only
most of them are going to stream.
107?
There's going to be like 10 dudes.
Dude,
Yeah.
107? Like there used to be like lobbies bigger than that. Like there's no way.
And there's no way they're as good as fucking Rusty. And
Dude, they should put us all in a custom lobby. That would be crazy.
it's good because like I don't think it's big enough for the Fall Guys like sweaty boys to get in on it, because it was just like the Tennessee Titans posted it, because there's some real like insane Fall Guys players. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
all right, we're gonna go to fan
Email.
mail. If you want to help carry the show, send us an email, ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns, anything you're worried about, anything you'd like to see. I don't know.
Shrimps.
We rely on it to get through the off season, because I'm just gonna start referring to everything as the off season, because I'm never really
When's the on season?
on for this show. Yeah, it's not like we gain and
Yeah,
lose
it's-
viewership. All right. When the hell did we put out the last episode?
Last Friday. We recorded it last Tuesday.
It was like
Damn,
3
we
days
only
ago.
got like 4 emails. Shit.
God,
Oh, actually, no, we got more. Never mind. I'm stupid. The problem is I clicked all these on my phone, so I didn't. Here we go. We got 5
Oh, yeah,
emails.
you dumb.
The first one comes in from Shlomo. And he says, "Howdy, Shrimps. How we doing? Davin's recollection
Hello.
about his old Twitter beef with kids reminded me of the worst thing to happen on NASCAR Twitter. Where there was dead ass a peace treaty between Chevy fans and Bubba Wallace fans. And for some reason, I got put on this treaty with the Chevy fans, which was really just one dude who wrote a whole page of nonsense and put like 10 Twitter @s who were fans of a Chevy NASCAR driver. After that, I couldn't.
was that
beat-
person's name Caleb?
After that, I couldn't beat the Twitter kid allegations. It was bad. Anyway, semi-related question. What was the most unironic cringe thing you've ever seen on Twitter?
There's too much.
Yeah, I don't know if there's just one event.
Steve Phelps' letter was pretty good.
That's true. The dude
That was a
who
good one.
faked a letter. Hello, I'm Steve Phelps, president of NASCAR. You should hire so and so. Oh man, I forgot about that. I mean, that's the same dude who faked like getting his phone run over by his car and like a sticker being pulled off his car or something. Weird dude.
That was funny. It's like at Bubba Wallace, send me new merch. My dad pulled the old one off my car. It's like, okay.
It's
Yeah,
like just framed really weirdly. I don't know.
I did have like one kid who was like DMing me, and he said I was like gonna try to cancel him or something. Like this kid spent like literally 2 months shadow boxing me in the fucking DMs, and I just had him muted.
What?
We I'll reveal some of our hand here. We have a Discord channel where we just collect the dumbest shit that's ever sent to us. We're not going to go through it publicly, but I just want you to know every time we get like just a cringe comment or someone says something stupid or there's just like a paragraph of nonsense, it gets collected.
It's going in that channel.
So did we talk about the Ed death hoax? Because that was pretty funny. That's not Twitter related.
I might need to tell that story.
So I'm scrolling through now and I saw that there was this one dude, I guess a major Ed Soundhead fan, that in August when Ed hadn't posted in like 8 months, I guess he decided that the best way to find out why Ed wasn't posting YouTube videos was to like go through his old videos, find out that there's some dude named Caleb Hoffman, message him on Facebook, like,
my personal Facebook. Like, this is for my family, like people I know in real life. Like, that's all that's on this page. Like, there's no online people on this page. I click on it because I get a message notification. I thought it was like from somebody I know or something, like my aunt, my grandma, like maybe. I click on it and it's this dude, and he's like, "Why is Ed not making videos?"
Hold on, I have it.
What's the
He says,
actual thing?
"What happened to Ed? He hasn't posted a video in what seems like forever. Did something happen to him?" And he showed
Can we
this
just
to the
zoom
group,
out?
and we're like, "Dude, you just gotta reply." He's dead.
So you can actually find this for yourself. If you go to Ed Soundhead's latest YouTube video, sort the comments by recent, you will see this individual will go into the comments and be like, "Hey guys, I just spoke to one of Ed's closest friends that has been in videos, Caleb. He's dead."
He says, "Just spoke to Caleb, one of his friends that has been on some of the videos, and he told me that Ed has died, unfortunately." Very unfortunate. R.I.P. to a legend. And then someone finally said, like, "No, dude, he literally posted on Twitter." And the dude messaged Caleb back. He's like, "You lied to me."
And the greatest thing now, I think, is that it's kind of taken a form of its own, because now there are separate people that are claiming that Ed's dead. Like, there's one dude, like literally a week ago, was like, "Ed is dead of a heart attack," like 3 times.
Because I guess some people saw the initial message and never saw the correction. So now they're like, "Oh yeah, Ed's dead." So they tell people Ed Soundhead is dead. So your duty as a Shrimp Hours listener is whenever someone asks what happened to
Where's
Ed,
Ed? Yep.
he's dead.
Yeah, just this comment 2 weeks ago just said he died by a heart attack. And then like every other comment from there is just like, dead. He's dead. To the point where I'm pretty sure there was a dude that came into a bin like Mooncar live stream was just like, "Where's Ed?"
It's like,
And
"I'm
Ben-
sorry, man, but he passed away."
Yeah, and the guy was
No,
like, "Oh no."
And Ben was like, then played it off. He was like, it's too painful. Like, I don't want to talk about it right now." And the dude was like, "Sorry."
It is the best out, because if ever someone asks you, like, "What do you mean? Like, how do you know he's dead?" You just gotta be like, "Nah, man. Respect him."
We're going through it.
All right.
Like, look, man, we were playing space game. It was a rough time on Titan, and he got eaten by a jester.
He died pre-space game. I think he what was our latest meta? That was like June something.
He hasn't even been on this podcast. He we were looking at this the other day. Ed used to be on the show every week. Do y'all remember that? That was
That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
Before like Caleb and Ben were ever on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he
it was like
planted
after 10-cent beer night, he's like the spark began to die. That was we blew our load too soon with 10-cent beer night, and he just never wanted
Yeah.
to come back.
That should have been
That's when
like
he
the
got his heart
season one
attack.
crazy ass moment. Like grand finale was 10-cent beer night. Molasses Pompeii was a close second. That's a banger.
Molasses Pompeii was like completely unintentional though. Just rusty castling, just Ed coming up with the greatest podcast name ever.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't come up with as funny of a moment when Slap was talking about the like Algerian genocide in Paris.
Yeah.
All right, next
Bro,
email comes in
Rusty
from
going off about Fallout New Vegas. And then DT was tired of hearing about it.
Dude,
It's like, all right,
I
on to
was-
the next one.
I actually had a little bit planned for yesterday since you weren't going to be there, but
no.
we'll have to save it for the next time you decide you think you're going to skip.
What?
It's a little NCR, little cuck boy.
All right, the
No,
next
I
email
play
comes
no
in.
gods and no masters. Fuck the NCR.
Next one comes in from Ryan. He says, "Hey Shrimps, it's been a while since I sent in an email.
Stupid ass motherfucker.
Sorry if it's a long one. Since my last email, I bought a new Subaru. Went to the Grand Canyon and Joshua Tree National Parks. I've attached a photo of my new car. It's a Subaru. It's the Crosstrek with the plastic on it.
Where's the oil slick underneath it?
Well, Subaru would make very good cars if they didn't all have fucking CVTs, is my personal opinion. But that's cool. Listen, that's a good outdoorsy car. Go camping and shit in it.
Yeah.
You guys have been making time fly by when I'm working, so keep up the great work. I was listening to a previous episode, and Cody was asking about the weird parking layout at Phoenix, and I have an answer for it. Immediately on the hill is an Indian reservation, so they can't actually put parking lots there. And on the north side of the track is where the Salt and Gila rivers converge. And the lot goes far west instead of south because of like the mountains, and there are a lot of washes, which I guess is like where water goes down the mountain. They aren't able to expand.
Yeah, dry riverbeds. They're just dry most of the year, but then it'll rain like once a year, and it just completely turns into this fucking river.
Arizona has a ton of regulations and laws about building near or on washes. But the easiest and cheapest way is the way it is, where it's like stretched out. Also, I remember DT saying in a recent episode about having a worst tweets or accounts segment, kind of like the Drippies. For me, it has to be Elon. He either posts cool rocket info or completely unhinged stuff that is just insane. Love the podcast. Keep up the great work. From Ryan.
You have spoken the actual truth.
It's like legitimately lost me interest in the rocket stuff. How just insane that guy is.
Oh, did you hear like what Mr. Beast is doing on Twitter? He's posting like full episodes of like his normal like YouTube stuff to Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't going to do that.
I saw a
wasn't getting
thing.
paid.
Yeah, where someone was like, "Hey, Mr. Beast, you should post your full episode on Twitter," and Elon was like, "Yeah, please do it."
Well, Mr. Beast put out a tweet saying he's gonna put up his first video on Twitter just to see what it does, and apparently he's got like a pre-roll ad and all this other shit going on. So it's not like, oh, you know, if you got a lot of foot traffic, you can make as much money as Mr. Beast. Like, no, he's got an end with Elon. Elon was replying to him. Elon's going to do what he did with Tim Pool, send him a big ass check and make it look like, oh, yeah, X is the future. You know, you can make so much money here.
Yeah, just so like the only people that actually spend money on Twitter are the fucking crypto weirdo and the bot. Dude, it's
Did you guys see that Twitter thread I retweeted where it was just like confirming like the dead internet theory? Like it's all the blue checks that respond to all the meme pages are like all based out of Vietnam and like these other countries, and it's just a constant content mill, just farming engagement as much as possible.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't see that. This is a whole thing.
It's like a long ass thread.
Oh, so they're all just bot accounts that just gather nonsense from around the internet.
And they all just feed off of each other.
Yeah, they all just sit in the replies of every popular tweet and jerk each other off in a massive circle. And
it's like literally dead internet theory.
Yeah. And that's how they get their Twitter check, is because it's just a bunch of bots looking at each other's tweets. That's kind of crazy.
Pretty smart, actually. I mean, you just create more bots, get more views, get more money, make more bots.
Yeah. Speaking of big circle jerks, I don't know if I can find this. Did you all see the I forget who did it, but someone made a graph of all of the like relationships in their high school over 6 months.
I saw that.
Oh man, I have to go find this. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if this was a third party or someone within the school. But they made a diagram of like each relationship with just like each dude is like a blue dot and each girl is like a pink dot. And it ended up forming like an entire ring with like 50 dudes where this dude has been with that girl, has been with this dude, and there's just like a whole ass thing. And some dudes were like a node where they'd have like 5 like branches of other relationships going off of them. I don't have it saved. That's unfortunate.
High level autism.
It was kind of cool, but kind of scary. Also that
That
school
kid's
seems kind of
definitely like on a list now, or he should be.
All right, we got an email to read from our good friend from Down Under, who was, I'm pretty sure, written us every single week. This is fan mail number 79 from Andrew R.
Shout out to Andrew R.
Who says, "Good evening. I have concerns."
Oh no.
No, I ask for questions and comments and concerns. He said, "I was listening to The World This Hour from CBC Radio 1. I don't know why you're listening to Canadian radio, but I'm a big Radio 1 fan. And he says they alluded to this story about a warning from Park Canada to not let moose lick your car.
Just
guess-
Canadian problems.
I guess moose need a high salt intake, and in the winter, they figured out that cars get covered in salt, and they will go and just lick cars. But apparently it's a big problem because they're going to the highways now where the cars are to go and lick cars, and they're getting destroyed, which is pretty funny. Andrew
Moose
says,
are
"What?"
fucking huge too.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you gonna prevent them from licking your car? Like how? Don't you realize how big they are?
Just hit him in the face with a stick.
No.
Or with
Andrew
a car.
says,
No.
Andrew says, "What the heck are y'all doing in Canada? I've seen moose on the roads in both Washington and Montana, and I, for one, would not hang around to let one lick my car." Well, we don't. I don't know. It's not like we're letting them lick our cars.
I
Anyway,
think it's the other way around.
he says, "In my
Stuck on
country,
traffic.
we have emus which can do 40 mile an hour and have no road sense. Kangaroos which will bounce sideways at 35 miles an hour, as well as livestock like cows and sheep, which are allowed to roam in the tens of thousands in the outback. It's drummed into you that you don't stop if you hit wildlife, nor do you stop and let wildlife molest your car. You need help, Canada. Thanks, from Andrew R." To be fair, the headline says try not to let moose lick your car. I mean, it's not, you know.
He's getting the good stuff next to the wheel.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's getting in the fucking.
That's some good looking.
Oh, I get it. The moose walks
Pussy.
up to the car and the people stop and they pull their phones out and they're like, "Oh,
Oh.
here's the
Oh,
moose.
yeah,
Haha,
they-
it's
they're-
licking my car." And then the moose gets run over by someone else.
Dude, just the thought of like a moose looking a car and then just getting like blindsided, fucking flung across the highway.
Here comes an 18-wheeler. Mom, just plows it.
Oh, can you imagine like some mom like, oh, getting the phone out, taking
Yeah,
a
like,
picture
kids,
of the
kids,
moose,
look at the
only for
moose.
it to get slammed by an 18-wheeler.
It just leaves like a bloody moose crayon for like a quarter mile.
The mom turns
Jesus.
around in the camera, it's just a red face on one side.
It's like hobo with a chainsaw, or
Yeah.
what is it? Yeah,
Shotgun?
Hobo with shotgun,
shotgun.
which we forgot to talk about in media check-in.
We did forget to talk about that.
Do you want to talk about it now? I don't know anything about it.
It's based.
What is it?
Incredibly based.
Is
It's
it
Hobo
video
with a
game?
shotgun.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
But yeah, Ben found it. We were like looking for something to fucking do. It was me, Ben, and Blake in Shrimpage, and Blake kind of tuned out, I think, after the first scene. But yeah, it was incredible. The scene opens up. This is the only thing I'll spoil about the movie, but it's like a real tone setting opener for this movie, where it's just like you're just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like it like throws you like full speed, like it's crazy. And then you kind of get like a feel for like the antagonist based off the first scene, and then from there you it starts to build up the protagonist a little bit. Fucking absolute killer movie, incredible. I loved it.
It is a Canadian movie, so
I was gonna say, I'm looking at this now. Yeah, it
Painfully
was shot
Canadian,
in
even.
Nova Scotia. I might have to watch this now.
it's based off of like a groundhouse trailer.
Grindhouse.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, Grindhouse.
We didn't know it was Canadian actually until like it's like the second to last scene. The main.
No, I knew it was Canadian right off the bat because it had the guy from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, which one?
Ben,
Oh, yeah.
Ben, don't you have to go to Mooncar?
I'm fine for right now.
I
I'm
have
trying to get him to
shit.
leave. Damn.
Yeah,
Which
Slots
guy
like, "Get him
from
the fuck
Trailer
outta
Park
here."
Boys?
I don't know.
Ricky, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, she said something and it was like painfully Canadian. Like the way she said it was like, oh shit, you're Canadian. All right.
Yeah, especially up in Nova Scotia, you'll get that. Like I remember when we were playing friggin' PGA 2K golf, and the guy kept talking about scoring pars, and we're like, dude, is this guy Canadian? We look it up. Of course he is.
It was really, really funny, just like because we were reading about it after we watched the movie, and it actually had a theatrical release and grossed like it was like $900,000. I was like, who spent money to go watch this movie? Like,
Nah, that was great. It is free on Plex if you have Plex.
I've heard the title before, like years and years ago, but I've never actually known anything about it.
Yeah,
is a very
I'm down to
memorable
watch
title.
it again if you want to see it.
Damn. All right. The next email comes in from Mark, the guy with the crazy high school. He says, "Hey Shrimps, I sincerely apologize for the last email. That shit was insane. I don't really feel like writing another email like that. So here's a picture of my sausage dog, Austin." He sent a
was the last
picture
email?
of his sausage dog.
oh,
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
say
it's
here's a picture of
Austin.
my
It's got a little
sausage. I was like,
Texas
don't open
collar.
it up.
I did say to send in your sausages at one point, so I guess this is this is the right answer.
what is he
Sausage.
apologizing for? What was the last email? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
the one
I think
about
it was a
the
bad lunch.
sexting and the people getting
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
arrested.
No.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you deserve that.
In other related news, I recently visited Heaven on Earth, also known as the Bass Pro Pyramid.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
dude,
Oh, Memphis?
dude.
Yo.
Yeah.
Greatest wonder, dude. Standing on top of that, you're on top of the world. You see like 4 different states from the top of the pyramid. Banger,
This is
Banger.
quintessential American capitalism.
banger.
He also
dude.
said apparently in here's the inside
Yeah.
yeah.
pyramid it up. He also said apparently in Tennessee he found the Trump store.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
There's some certified bangers guaranteed in that thing. Like
Dude.
I still need that like Rambo like mashup with Trump. I need one of those.
Yeah, I need the Bieber T-shirt, and I'm sending it to Ben.
All right, we got one more email.
You're not gonna let me elaborate. You're not gonna let
No,
me.
please go ahead.
Dude, these are like so. Hey, Bass Pro Shops Pyramid. How many people in here have been to that thing? Raise your hand.
We're
None of you?
going to Memphis.
Dude,
Why would I have been
we're
to
going to
Memphis?
We're never going to Memphis because what the
Dude.
fuck's in Memphis?
Dude, the
The
Bass
pyramid.
Pro Pyramid. Dude, it went. No, you don't understand. So it's like $5
You're
to
right,
go
I
up the
don't.
elevator. Once you get up to the elevator, like not only is it the viewing deck, there's like it's like a fucking 5-star restaurant up there where they fucking like they cook like steaks and fucking burgers. Like it is fine dining up there that you get.
We're
like,
going
you
to
get.
Memphis.
Dude, I'm serious. Like there's literally like you just eat, you see out this like the skyline, and then
We got
below
bloomin'
you.
onion up there.
We could probably smuggle a bloomin' onion. Like they let you bring bags if you put like if you had like a carry-on bag and just put the bloomin' down in it and like put it up the elevator with you. But no, I'm serious. Like it blew my mind the first time I went in there because I've seen it like while passing because like from Tennessee to Texas you have to like pass it every time. But we went in there for the first time. Life-changing experience. Like this is the biggest Bass Pro Shop you've ever seen. They have everything. Like I mean everything. They have like there's one section of the store is like there's like an entire sports section. They actually had like the Tony Stewart and Austin Dillon like 124s in there just because Bass Pro Shop sponsored them or whatever. But absolutely banger. And then the Trump store. Yeah, those are everywhere.
Are they actually?
I've seen a few, yeah.
Oh,
Let me see where the nearest one is to me.
I saw a bunch in Myrtle Beach when I was out there.
Dude, hella Trump stuff.
I thought that was just like a one-off thing. I didn't realize that was actually like there's multiples. That's not good.
Yeah, we got two. So the one he's talking about I found is right outside of Pigeon Forge, which is about like probably 3 hours from me. But then there's another one about like an hour away that is the We the People Trump store. And here, hold on. I'll put an image for you in general.
I want somebody to use
these,
that data to triangulate Caleb's location based on how far
you
Trump
can't.
store
Yeah,
is.
you can't. There's
We the people.
just the We the People. Show it. It's in general. I put a picture for you.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up.
And it's about as big of a cesspool as you would imagine inside.
Jesus
Like, it's
Christ!
just like, what
Oh
the
my god.
Trump store and more.
There
Yep.
you go.
How many Confederate flags do you think they got in there?
They are pictured if you click on the images I sent after that.
Oh God.
Do they have that tanning lotion?
Yeah, we need some
Oh,
orange spray
The
tan in
tanning
there.
cream.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, there's
Oh,
another
You
one
guys
there.
are
Look.
hating. You guys are hating. Yeah. Wait, we got Let's Go Brandon. Okay.
Of course.
Wait,
Hey.
how many fucking thin blue lines do we have over here? We got
Little
the
known
fucking-
fact that
God dang. We're running out of lines.
there were 3 shrimps off the top of my head I know of that were at the Let's Go Brandon Xfinity race. I was there right in the section next to where the chant started. Ed was in the section above where the chanting started, and then I think we had Slap there too. It might have been somebody else.
I was not there.
It was
I
somebody
think
else.
it was
I
Blake.
know we had
Too.
3.
I think I was there.
You were at
Yeah.
Talladega?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was there
dude,
a
yeah,
couple
he was like-
times. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
When it rained all the time.
yeah. The Bubba Wallace win. That was that weekend. They ended the
Oh
Xfinity race
yeah,
early.
yeah. I was for sure there.
Damn.
I was in the stands for that race, Rusty. Where were you?
Working and then in the garage area, hanging out. Like,
Hell yeah.
Just hanging around. Let me see.
Trying
I
to
might
find
actually.
Eddie.
Dude, yeah, me too. I was trying to meet up with Eddie that whole weekend. He was staying in the hotel across the street from me and was in the section fucking across from me. And fucking Ed. Let me see if
Yeah,
I
it's
can
a
find
shame
a
he's
picture.
dead.
Yeah, I wish I could have met him before the heart attack.
He was at Shrimptona too, when all the shrimps were there in Daytona.
He
We were looking
was.
for him. We were like looking at random people in Daytona, and be like, Ed, just to see
Do
if
the
he gets some
fans-
sort of reaction.
Do the fans understand that we still haven't met Ed Soundhead?
Dude,
and
have no
likely-
Yeah, we don't
never
even know what he
will.
looks like.
I ruined
Like,
it for everyone,
genuinely.
by the way.
did
Have we
ruin it
talked?
for everybody.
I think we've talked about that.
Well, we should save it for another
Yeah, we're not
day.
talking about it this time, but
Dude,
it
I
might
have
be
it. This
Rusty's
is from the
fault.
weekend. This is from Let's Go Brandon weekend. That's me and Rusty right there.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's crazy.
All right, we got one more email from
Let's go,
Harley
Moon
Payne.
Car's getting ready to go.
Shut up.
Damn.
One more
it's-
email.
Subject line: Darkness shrimp prisoning me. Harley says, "Hi,
Oh,
Shrimps. First of all, in the middle of watching Shrimp Hours 78 fan mail, I do play guitar, and I'm completely surprised none of y'all, especially bass player Cody, pointed out that the little part on the can guitar is called the nut. Sure. Secondly, I made a shrimp car set for the NR 2003 Cube
my
mod,
God.
and has sent a link to little cubes with each
Oh
dude
my
on 'em.
god. Oh my god.
Oh,
Grace.
So I
Oh,
guess-
my- Hey, certified Caleb Hoffman picture right there.
Packers.
This is a
Seamer.
Seamer one. So each car has a front and a back.
Oh, the choose.
Choose, yeah.
What fly? Rusty, that's pretty good. Oh,
Mechanical.
that's solid. I don't know what you're gonna do with these, but
What the fuck is that DT picture?
Yeah,
that's an old
what was-
meme. I think I was the hat guy.
Oh no.
Chicken
No.
I think it was the
that's
hat
pretty
guy from a
base.
James Bond thing. I forget what the context of that meme was. I think it's pinned in my general. Anyway, he says, "Are any of y'all going to the Rolex 24? No. I'll be there, and I'd love to meet one of my favorite internet people. That's unfortunate. This time next week will be the iRacing Rolex 24, and I'll do my best to hang out and chat and meme it up. I got bad news for you. Keep cranking these out from Harley. Also, how the fuck did y'all miss Loose Dogs 4? Last week was 21 from Loose Dogs 3, and that's the pattern. Low-key disappointed. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll get to it eventually.
It's over. The podcast, it's over.
I didn't put it in my
even-
calendar or anything, but
Fuck.
listen, Loose Dogs come naturally. It'll happen.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
And on that,
Hit the button.
Demon dogs.
There's not a single thing that you can call this podcast.
Did you say loose dogs come naturally?
I didn't say it like that. Oh my
He
god.
did
say it like that.
Loose dogs come.
That's not the
natural.
title.
I have Lego fork hours.
Real fork hours, cold as balls. Or can we just call it Fork Collection?
Diabolical fork
A box
collection.
full of forks. The
Autism at its
forkening.
finest.
I think I'll just go the Fork Collection.
The forkening.
The forkening. I like the
Forkening.
I like
we
the
didn't.
forkening.
All right, the Forkening. It's in. Buy a shirt on our website if you feel so inclined.
Can we make a fork shirt?
No. Okay, if you want a fork shirt for whatever batshit reason, leave a comment on.
Can we just get like a
Somewhere.
shirt that instead of polka dots like all over, it just has forks? There's nothing
Just a
but
full
forks.
print forks. That's expensive.
Dude, yeah.
It has to
I'd
be
buy it.
plastic forks as well.
Now we'll throw
they
a
gotta be,
few
like,
wooden
white.
ones in there.
No.
All right.
That can be the Canadian exclusive.
We're coming back never. Ed's dead. We're all dead.
It's Jover.
Dude,
Rusty, I
we
was
should've-
supposed to check in with you this week. I forgot. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
We survived.
Rest in peace, Ed. We miss
Only
you.
one edit.
Oh yeah.